The regular power supply I'm talking about, this might not even hurt to start, using them so you really know how to use the real power supply. But you'd use two of these, and you're going to be coming off the red and the negative side of this power supply. And you're just going to take and you'd hook up the two negative sides on the same power supplies, and then make that your reference point. That would be your ground. Those two negative ones just get hooked up. So now if we're going to do it with a MIDAC, basically the circuit looks a little different. So I'm going to get rid of our actual power supplies, and we're going to use our... So this one here, so this would be your A00, and this would be A01. This one would be set at plus 10 volts, and this one's going to be set at plus 5 volts. And then your A ground, all you need is just the one A ground, and then this one here would go down to your A ground. So that's the exact same circuit. If you use these power supplies, the first circuit would look like this. If you're using the MIDAC, you can see that the circuit looks a lot different than what it really is. But it's the same circuit. Okay? So basically it's just going to be, here's my A ground, going to there, and then this would be just another A ground here, and that would just go right to here. So that's what the circuit would look like. And so when we're out in the industry and we're using all these little power supplies coming out of data acquisitions or power supplies and stuff, what we see is this. This is what we see. Even though it's the same circuit as what the previous one is, it's just going to look a little bit different. So then, when we're doing that superposition, then they say they have to remove the power supply and then replace it with a short. So then all you're going to do then is you would just go ahead and disconnect this A00. Make sure you remove it from your A00 coming out of your op amp, and then just put in a jumper. And now I still have it being powered up by my 10 volts. So my A00 is no longer connected, but I have to make sure I connect up R1 back up to my A ground. Now when I do the other one, then I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to hook up my A00 back up, keep my A ground on there, connect that one back up, remove this one, put the jumper in there, take my measurements, and then on my third one, then I'm going to verify my measurements, and then I'm going to just go ahead and hook it back up. Okay, so that's how you're going to do it with the MIDAC. But yeah, the circuits look a lot different when you're using a MIDAC compared to using a real power supply. So if you're having troubles with it, it doesn't hurt to try using some of the real power supplies so you can physically see how that's all being hooked up. Because this A ground is internally connected, you don't see it on your board. So it just really looks, that's all really what the circuit looks like when you actually hook it up. Okay? So try doing it with both the MIDAC, and if you have any problems, try a regular power supply and then go back to the MIDAC and see if you can get it hooked up the same way. So yeah, it's a little bit different once you do it with the real equipment to with the data acquisition. But those are things that we deal with out in the industry all the time. Well, I was going to show you something with multi-sim, but Josh broke our...
Yeah.
Way to go, Josh.
Sorry.
Come on, quick kick it.
I like pressing buttons.
Yeah.
You certainly are good.
Let's see, we'll try it one more time here. Maybe I can...
Kick it really hard.
I'll see if I can borrow... see if I can borrow Dan's projector here.
Well, that one great.
What was that the other one in the lab?
What's that? Oh, yeah.
I want to ask him if he has a student over there too with the Ford Ranger.
Guns is not black and red. What was it, a tan one?
Yeah.
Tan Ford Ranger?
Yep.
Black and red. You got a F-350. Yeah, that one got crushed.
I know what I'm doing after school today. Pulling the engine out of my old sled.
Right?
Yeah, I might as well. It's like been sitting in my backyard and I'm like crushed and stuff. So engine's still good. So
How good is the track on it still?
track's still. I just got my front end and stuff. Belly pan, arms.
I'd start ripping it apart and then having it ready to go. So if you do find a new belly pan,
Yeah.
you toss it back together.
But you have to take it out.
You could just find another AR. It doesn't have to be the same
No.
color. You could just paint it black.